Mate, what if you delete his base when he comes back? He is a known Zimmer. Oh, he's literally Zen. Oh my god, he's getting bad. He's getting bad. Sado, bro. What a sado. How do you support Zim and Zen in Rust Console on community servers in 2023? So I was first admin on Obitopia, that was on the PTB when community servers first started doing their test runs, and now with my own server I've been admin for just over 2 weeks. And over on my community tab where I like to interact with you guys, one comment caught my eye, and this was from Arthurs63. Wish we would get more cheater videos like how they get caught and then banned. So I thought, why not put the process of how I go about banning people that I believe that are Zim and Zen. Because as you all know, Rust Console with the community servers now, there's a lot of admin abuse. People see spectating player that has no recoil and then they suddenly ban them, or Zim shakes, they ban them off that. And to be honest, that's the wrong way to go about it. So I'm going to show you the process I go through to determine who I believe is Zim or Zen. So first and foremost, I don't actively go out of my way to spectate each and every player that goes onto my server that I believe is Zim or Zen. The only time I take action is when I see reports or messages directly to me stating and calling out someone they believe is cheating on the server. So first and foremost, I go and actually spectate this player if it's to do with Zim, or in any case Zen as well. Most notably, this happens when we do a Brad event where we take multiple Brads, do lock crates at launch site, all that kind of stuff, where everyone is going to be primed in on just PvPing. Or if the mod team has gathered clips from this certain player and they send it to me on our CNQR Discord, I then take a look as to how they've come to the decision they believe that this player is Zim or Zen, and ultimately it's down to me and a few others whether they're going to get banned or not as a team decision. So after looking at the clips and thinking, is it worth researching into or investigating whether this player is Zim or Zen, there's multiple factors that we look into when finding out if someone's cheating or not. Number one, Game DVR. Game DVR is basically a website that hosts all your Xbox account clips. So let's say you've got a couple clips that you've gathered that you want to do a video for on TikTok, such as a PvP PTB montage. All the clips that you take are viewable if you go onto the website of Game DVR looking at other people's clips. This website is notoriously known for people to just do code raiding and ghosting zergs, as if someone just stupidly puts their code in and it's still on their DVR, people are able to access that and watch it, thus you getting code raided. In this case, we look for any type of Zim flicks or no recoil on the holo. Now we might not need any more evidence than the gameplay they supply themselves without knowing anyone else is watching it. Or if we need more concrete evidence, we go to their TikTok if they have one, and we thoroughly look through their TikTok videos to see if there's any kind of no recoil or there's any Zim shakes or insane sensitivity that you're not able to achieve on a controller in terms of moving left to right really fast for dead zone. So not only do we spectate them first to see or give them the benefit of the doubt whether they're legit or not, and if we want to investigate further, we then go to Game DVR and then their TikTok if they have one. The only bad thing about the Game DVR is that they don't host the PlayStation clips, so we just sourcefully look for their TikTok. If they don't have one, we then just have to keep a really close eye on them. In this instance, someone yesterday come into the server and we had a message from a user that basically said this player was Zim, and I was like, okay, I'll investigate, I'll look into it, and I looked into their Game DVR and it was very clear that they were Zim. I'm gonna say, look, clear as day is Zim, yes or no. If he says no, I'm booting him. If he's not honest about it, I'm booting him. I've looked at your clips, bro, and you're Zim. Yes or no? I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to be honest. You're Zim. Okay. Well, look. For the fact that you've been honest, we'll give you the chance. You can either switch back to a controller, or if you still want to play a mouse or keyboard, you'll just get banned. And we know what it looks like, all this and that. So if we spectate you for whenever, and we see the same sort of shakes that I've seen on multiple clips of yours, then you'll get banned. Does that sound fair? Oh, you're shaking, mate. You're shaking like you're being told off by the head teacher. And how I go about this is that I get them into a party and I say, first of all, are you Zim, yes or no? In this case, this player was very honest and said, yeah, yes I am. To which I say, if you go back on a controller and play this server, you'll be allowed to play the server. However, if you want to stick to mouse and keyboard, which is your initiative, that's you. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game, but I will tell you how to play my server. If you want to play mouse and keyboard, go on another server. There's plenty of them out there. However, if you want to play this server, you've got to be on a controller that is legit with no Zen either. This player was pretty sound about it, and he said, I'll play it on controller. And if we get any more reports that this user is Zim, and we still have sufficient evidence that he is, he will be banned. And we've done this in the past with other users as well, where they've not listened, they've still played on their devices, and we ban them that way. At the end of the day, everyone deserves a chance. People could go into the server trying to blag that they are legit and then don't realize how well we kind of work together to find out if they are Zim or Zen. Because at the end of the day, me and the boys have been playing since beta. We've watched the evolution of PvP and players using devices, how obvious it can be, the macro adjustments that they use to make it seem like they're legit when they're not. We've researched thoroughly into Zim and Zen and what is and isn't cheating, and that's basically how us and the mod team work and function on the CNQR Warfare servers. So there's around 3 to 4 steps that we take to then come to a solid decision if someone's cheating or not. And it's really good, and we do appreciate the community that we have on the server because there is very little admin abuse cry out from players. I've been in servers or, you know, been talking to admins where they have so many people shouting or crying wolf that they are just admin abusing. Whereas this server, there's not much of that because we don't really admin abuse. If I get approached and basically told that someone is admin abusing, I'm straight onto that. Admin abusing is just not tolerated. That's why I've picked and carefully picked a mod team, as well as choosing some of the CNQR members for the admin side of things where we can host events and find out who's legit or not. Got a very good balance as to what is legit and what isn't, and basically having a fair experience for everyone. But if you're just going to assume someone's cheating of just spectating them, number one, let's talk about Zen when you're spectating someone. Someone can appear Zen because the holo doesn't move up and down. It just moves pretty much left to right. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of Zen users that, you know, they'll be Zen, they'll appear Zen, and it'll look really obvious. However, there'll be some that are legit that just have a really good spray. And this will be due to your connection on your end or their end, depending on what server they're playing on. If they're an American playing on an EU server, there's obviously going to be a bit of lag there. And lag is, you know, a lot to do with the inconsistencies of seeing the holo move. Not to mention looking out for Zim shakes. These things happen in terms of like really shaking fast. This happens when I'm not even trying to shake. Like I'm just looking somewhere and then it does a little shimmer or ripple, making it look like I'm deliberately shaking them out. So it's very hard to tell if someone's Zim or Zen from spectating. You really have to do some further research or investigation into them. But I just thought I would lay out all my facts and cards of how I go about finding cheaters on this game and assuring that it's fair game when you are banned, because we've looked thoroughly into whether you're legit or not through multiple mediums, going through your clips and then going on TikTok. At the end of the day, we want to give you the benefit of the doubt until you tell us otherwise with your clips and how you are on TikTok. Now hopefully a lot of you admins out there that are just banning from spectating people take this advice on board of using these kind of tools that you can determine whether you believe someone is legit or not. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are just allowing cheaters onto their server because the server's just not popping. Fortunately for us, we're going to be banning cheaters whether the server's popping or not. So if you're a legit player, hop on CNQR Warfare 2 times bi-weekly. We're going to also be setting up a solo duo trio server in the near future as well. Let me know if these tips and tricks helped you at all, whether you're an admin or whether you're a player. Link to my socials and the Discord. Be sure to join up the Discord. They'll all be in the description below or on my YouTube banner. But if there's like a drop down menu, they've changed it now. As always, I'll see you in the next one.